So this is the Reddit Weekly for December week 4. Do a local record today, so we'll see how this goes. A little under the weather, so that's why I'm not going live with this, but just in case I have to stop and come back to it later. But we'll get it started. Kick it off here. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, early bombs, good. Good. Green Pendant Easter. Arrow tree pull is whatever. Money's good. Money is good. Take it. Money is good. Keep saying it. So nothing earth-shattering yet. Yeah, we'll take that bomb. We will. I don't care about the arrows. What do we got here? Piece of heart, so we can not worry about that. Grab that bomb. I will take that 300. We'll leave the 20 behind. Alright, down into CAC. We got 5 bombs. That's enough to get through the early game stuff. Glove, okay. And a bunch of money. So that glove makes me think possibly Back of Escape could be a play. More bombs, we'll take it. Okay. Pearl, so we are 2/3 of the way to Dark World access. Alright. Still a ton of money. No bottle, so sick kid cannot be checked at this time. Would love to find some kind of weapon, kind of offense. Alright. So let's check back of escape. We'll do that. Alright, let's see what we have here. There's our bottle, the boots. Okay. So we got a couple of things we can check now. I'm really avoiding South Shore until I get a little bit of offense here. I can buy bombs, which I might do. Let's go turn in that bottle, and then that book. We might head over to Desert. Nah. Alright, over to Desert. We can scout the ledge. We can get probably one item, at least, and then check out Agina's cave. Not worried about Desert Ledge. wait, where am I going? Alright. We gotta do this the long way, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. So big key will be over here. I was hoping to get two of them there. So there is an item on the boss. My last bomb, so we better. So hopefully something's here. Okay, that's fine. We can buy bombs over here. Alright. Check out Sahasrahla. We might have to dip into Eastern. Money and armor, that's fine. Let this guy go, and then we can go. Yeah, we haven't really found much. Are we gonna have to do bomb escape? That's possible. I wouldn't appreciate it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. Okay, big key. So we're going to leave at least one item behind here. what do we got? First item, it's a single rupee. Congratulations, you suck. Second item. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We're gonna have no frame of reference. We might die here, but that's fine, because I'm gonna save quit. Oh, I can... That's right, I can... Cloud... I can figure out where I am using the dashes. Cool. I forgot. Alright, so Eastern was an absolute bust. So let's go... Oh, we can do South Shore. We haven't done Mini Moldorm Cave yet. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Love the double there. Alright, that went as well as it could have. Thank you for cooperating. Mirror is interesting. We refilled our bombs. There's our Dark World access with the hammer. Alright, let's see what we got here. And then we can pop into the Dark World. Alright. Would love a sword. Alright, what do we got layout wise? Skullwoods and Swamp are 5-6. Pod and TR are the pendants. Alright, let's see. There's our bow. And I really don't want to go towards Pod. I don't want to dip another pendant dungeon this early. Where am I going? Alright. More bombs. Alright. Big game, and then we can go up into the village of Outcast from here. Better be good if it's this late. Meh. Not gonna get that bottle in the library, I don't think. Alright, Dark World time. Oh, that's not gonna work. I don't have a sword. We can clear Thieves Town. Not that I want to do swordless, but I can do swordless. Alright, brewery time. Nope. Oh, where am I going? What am I doing? The Ocarina. Already 2 items here in the front. I think this has to be the big key, right? We haven't seen that yet. Who doesn't love a good swordless seed, right? right. There we go. Not too bad, I guess. This is gonna be fun. That's our third item, right? That's our third item. We've not seen a small key yet. So if this next check-in blind cell is not the small key, we don't have to check the big chest. Not sure how I didn't get hit there. Alright, last item is going to be on blind. We're just going to do 6 hearts swordless with no safeties. This is gonna be fun. I don't think I hit him there. I didn't. Alright. Alright, we did it. Not too bad, I guess. Don't want a shovel. I do need to activate that flute, though. Where is this? Right here, I think ought to do it. Alright. Do I want to go into Skull Woods? I think I do. Nope. See what we can do. See if we can steal a key or something here. Fine. Get out of here. What's up? Yes. Do you have still the measuring tape? Okay. Yeah, let me do that. All right, I'm back. This is why I steal the key right there. Even though probably didn't need to. We're still looking for one more item here, but there's a decent chance it's in the back. Yeah, alright. That's fine. We can check some stuff in North Dark World. And then we can flute up to the Death Mountain. So let's check out Bumper Ledge, see if we need the cape for this item. Nope. Not worried about that. Cross off Bumper Ledge quickly. You know what? Sure. Might be worth going over to Catfish, too. I think we'll go over to Catfish. Bombos, fine. You know what? We're not going to go over to Catfish. That's going to take too long. We're going to go up to Deathman. Try to rescue the old man in the dark. Oh, I went too far. Where? There we go. Alright, so we grab the old man. This part's not too bad. Alright, we should be fine. Oh good, an out-of-logic bug. Alright, let's check out these two checks up at the top. I can get it with the mirror. We'll go into Hera. We can theoretically... Oh, like, if the big key's in the basement, we can't use Hera. So we're not worried about either of the checks there. I can check out what's on Ether Tablet as well. Ten arrows. We're not worried about that. Alright, so we can indeed beat the boss anyways. Alright, let's see what we got. Hopefully we don't have to do the basement. Oh, jeez. Let's hit that. Just in case. This shouldn't be too hard of a fight swordless, but weirder things have happened. That's first. I'm not gonna bomb jump here. We haven't seen the small key yet, which will determine whether or not the item is in the basement. And if we need to come back, potentially. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're leaving an item behind, but we Can't get it now, so nothing we can do. Alright, first crystal. It's exciting. Alright, I don't have a sword. Can't just dash through. Oh, speaking of sword. So once we get mitts, we can get that. A sword, beautiful. Beautiful, alright. Actually, I can go this way. So let's go this way. So what do we still need? Fire Rod, Samaria. What else? Hook shot. Hey, how about that? So let's see what pod. What else? Pod, escape. Let's do escape. Let's do escape. On the map, we have not found the small key. There's our key. Alright, so there is an item in Dark Cross. Might try to do Dark Cross here. Or maybe we'll get a fire source and we won't have to. Red mail, that's cool. That'll help. Fumble around in the dark. Okay. How does that work? Okay, I gotta remember where this thing is. Oh. So, fire locked fire. Question is, where do I want to go now? Desert, I guess? I can do desert and I can do Skull Woods. Buy a potion first. I got tons of money. Alright, let's get back there. Fire Rod, the Landmo. Alright, let's see what we got here. We will get an item out of here. I can't believe. So where is the lamp? Lamp is hidden behind. I mean, the fire road is hidden behind the lamp, which means the lamp has to be somewhere. It won't be in either of these dungeons. It won't be here. It won't be in Skullwoods. It could be on Pyramid, in Pod, or on Catfish, or behind the shovel. I think those are the places it could be. Here. That's why we picked up that magic pot for an extra shot. The cape. Okay. So I'm gonna go right to Skull Woods, I think. Check pad while we're up here too. Yeah, I really grabbed the potion for this fight, potentially. Because the fighter sword isn't really going to help here. The hammer could. Two keys, so I don't need to worry about the Gibdo in the back here. You know, I'll use Bombos here. We'll try to conserve some magic. It's a little slower, but I'd rather keep the magic. Alright, don't need the heart, don't need the key. I can just cruise over here, pick up this pot as the Wallmaster starts to fall. This is a fight where red mail is coming in handy, for sure. Alright. We got the second item. Wasn't really anything good. Alright. Head's dead. So let us... We're gonna do Pyramid into Pod. We're flippers away from being able to do Swamp. We need Mitts, we need Samaria. I think that might be it, because Mitts gets us a second sword. I guess potentially a medallion as well for Meyer. Eastern's green pendant. Would it be worth it to finish that here? I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not. Oh, we're bow locked out of pod. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh my god, what did I do? Went down instead of left? Let's see. Alright, so we do need to check everything in the front here. One of these, at least, will be a small key. The other one might not be. Could be, but... It's the powder. Oh. Hit the wrong button again. I'm on fire, too. Wait, no, that's what I want. That's what I want. I'm right. Oh, Joe, I'm on fire today. Should check the stun prize at some point. But I don't think it matters, really. These are in logic because we have the fire rod, but they're not in logic because we shouldn't have the fire rod. So either of these two checks on this side could have the lamp. Be kind of nice, but right, so none of these will be the lamp. Ah, sword, very nice. Alright, that should be the left-hand wall. Alright, so outside of powder, really not much here. Let's do catfish, I guess. Going about this really slowly. What else do we have? Shovel. We have the item in Hera Basement, which is not in logic. I think powder might be in logic. I think we could have gotten to the powder. Pretty sure. So we'll assume that's in logic. What is this? Small magic. That might be useful in GT, potentially. And then we might as well check Zora while we're here, right? Full heart on Zora's ledge. We're not going to worry about that. Where? Right, mitts, I think, is what we want. I don't have flippers. So we need flippers, we need mitts, we need Samaria. What else? Is it really just those? Where do we go? Alright, let's turn on the shovel, I guess, and then go do powder. This is terrible. Okay. This is getting ridiculous. Is the Bombos tablet in Logic? It might be. That might be the next play. And then in Spike Cave. Okay, there it is. There are the mitts. I don't really want to go into Mire. I can't anyways. I need ether. Okay. Perfect. That's honestly some of the best news I could have gotten at this point. Alright, let's go to Death Mountain. We can grab that sword. I think it's early enough in the game, in the seed. We have too much to do where that sword is actually going to be helpful. I'm not worried about the TR portal. We don't even have Samaria to get in and do anything. What do we have? 4 crystals. Actually, I have more crystals than I thought. So it's ice, it's mire. Ice we can theoretically sequence break. Mire we can do some stuff, but just quick check. Like information. So it is Bombo. So once we get Samaria, we can get in and do some stuff. The Quake is the one we don't need. All right, there's our lamp. All right, that's a wild bit of progression. That's wild for progression. Wow. So you needed to go independent pod. To get... Actually, did you do... No. Yeah, pendant pod to get the powder. To then go to... Magic Bat to get the mitts to come back up and get that lamp. That's crazy. Alright. Oh, that was Sankard too. Fun. Okay. It really doesn't... It really doesn't, like, get us anything, though. So we need Samaria, and we need Ether, and we need Flippers. So Flippers is probably the next thing we're gonna get. If I had to guess. Let's grab Smith, actually. And then after that, we probably should go into Mire, right? Unless we find something that gets us somewhere else. Alright, let's see what the Smiths have for us here. Nope. Alright, so now everything we have is basically in logic, I think, at this point. I'm gonna check Bombo's tablet first. Then we can go into Mire. I would really like to not double dip Mire. Other than that, it's an item in Pod, an item in Eastern. Actually, no items in Pod. We got everything in Pod. So it's Eastern, has an item, and it's the green pendant. So that actually might be better than dipping in. I don't know. Did not want to fly away there. It's blue. It's not the right blue, though. Let's go in. Let's hope we get lucky. Oh wait, I can't go in. I'm an absolute dope. Oh, I'm so dumb. we can go beat ice, I guess. Alright, so that was the only chance we had to not have to bomb jump this. Oh, is that too low? That might be too low. Oh no, we got it. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do here. That should be good. Yeah. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. Come on. Thank you. God, that took forever. Well, at least I got my bombs back, I guess. You know what? Let's... this, we'll check iced tea, and then we can go down... Oh, we gotta go across, too. We have not seen a single item out of here, either. All right. Oh, I didn't hit the... Didn't pull the tongue to open the door. Alright. So... last three items are here. One here, one in the big chest, and then one on the boss. Does that sound right? Yeah, I never went down to the big chest, so that's gotta be it. Okay. So after this, I think I need to go to Eastern. Yeah, I think it could have been Ether or Samaria there, but there was nothing in there. That's fine. The crystal, we needed to do it anyways. Yeah, so we don't need to go back to Pod. We do need to go to Eastern. So we've checked. All we need to do is rush the boss. All right. Off to Arma. So what? It's either here or Green Pendant, right? That has to be. That has to be it. If it's not here, then it's in Hera Basement. On Green Pendant, or it's in Hera Basement. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, well I guess we go into Mire now. Alright, I gotta open this and then I gotta check on something. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So we're hoping that Samaria is in here, I think is the way to go. Oh, I used Quake, not Ether. Oh, that's dumb. Alright, let's do this. So I'm an hour 20 in, and I'm still 2 items away from go mode. Brutal. So we want flippers first, actually. That takes TR completely out. Let's hope this isn't a waste of time, even though it probably is. That's a waste. That's terrible. Alright. So no items, no big key. There's what, 4 checks left? So there's a small key, a big key, and 2 items. Yeah, alright, well, at least we can finish this, but that puts a bunch of checks in TR and logic. So this will be the big key right here. That's number 2. How did that... Alright. I picked up half the heart. Whatever. Pretty sure I set Spooky up correctly. We'll find out, though. No, we didn't. Alright. Not an exciting fight, but this should get us... Should get us through it, no issues. Didn't even have to use the bow, alright. So our options are... Is it just flippers? It's just flippers. So our options are Hera Basement or TR. So TR... Gotta go TR. Much as I hate it, and I do. This is so bad. Just gotta hope that it's quick in here. I do still have that potion, so that's good at least. Alright, let's see if we can find it. Like I said, I hope it's quick. Somewhere in these first 3 checks would be great. No flips. No flips, not yet. Also no shields yet. That's kind of interesting. It's in Hera basement. I'm gonna be a little upset. Not gonna be happy about that one. Alright, off to Mimic Cave. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. Still 3 items in here. There'll be a small key and at least 2 items on Laser Bridge. There's our small key. So there'll be 2 items in these last 2 checks here. The last check on Laser Bridge, really? It's so bad. Alright. Quick jaunt through swamp. Alright. Any luck we can sub 150 here. Sword or silvers could be hanging around. Alright. This should be a relatively easy fight. I didn't hit any of them. Okay. Cool. Alright, that is number 7. We did almost a full clear. So we do have the blue potion if we need it. Which would probably be in the Ganon fight. So we'll get into GT about 138. With an early big key, we can sub 150. I'm interested to see what these times are. Because you needed to go relatively deep into 2 relatively long pendant dungeons. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Small key. There's our silvers, that's fun. And the ice rod. I don't think it's gonna do it. Oh, the worst. Okay. Finally got through that. Another blue potion. That's good. And there it is. I don't need it. Okay. I made a mess of that room. I have the powder. I got 2 blue potions, so I can kind of do this. At least they played nice. Oh, I didn't hit any of them. Oh, good. Oh my goodness. So bad. Alright, off to Aga 2. Perfect. All right. Move that down a little bit. Oh, it's a little better. Mess with the overlay a little bit while we're waiting. I didn't even get it. Alright. Stop teleporting, please. This should do it. There it is. Alright, so we'll 147. That's not awful, I guess. $147.26 is the real time. The actual time will be a little bit less than that. It'll be we go off the in-game time. I'm curious. I want to see what these other times are. Alright, let's pull it up. 4th week. So the first one is a 252. Got a 326. There's some newer runners in here, which is awesome. 154. There's a 142. That's really good. 138. That's also really good. 136. 301. 225, 144, 38 from Emok. So I think he's going to get me by a minute or two. 148, 27, 152, 40, and a 246. So this is going to be kind of middle of the road, which is fine. I didn't play great, but I stand by. I mean, they only get. I don't think I would have gone to TR before I did. I guess I could have, because the flippers were there, but where was Ether? I don't remember where Ether was, because that got us into Meyer. Because Meyer had, let's see, 2 swordless kills. That was Thieves and Hera. 2 on Fighter Sword and then a bunch on Tempered. No deaths, no fairies. Never used the blue potions. What's our official time? 1:45:41. So we're just over a minute behind Emok. We had the same collection rate as Emok, though, 163. Let's see what his comments were. Just going every dungeon. Yep. I don't think Eastern had anything, did it? Or was that where Ether was? See if somebody else in here put in where it was, because I don't remember. All pendant dungeons required seeds. Ether must have been. Oh, was it on Green Pendant? Might have been on Green Pendant. Yeah, it was alright. So it was on Green Pendant. So you did need to do all. You need to dip all 3 pendant dungeons. Eastern was Green Pendant. It only led to Ether on the Green Pendant turn in. Pod had your powder, which led to Magic Bat for Mitts. And what was the other pendant dungeon? TR, the flippers, obviously. Last check of Laser Bridge. To get you into, I mean, technically ice and swamp. So, gross. See. The top time I think was 136 or 138 or something like that, so that doesn't surprise me. I'm within 10 minutes of the top time right now. I will take that happily. Alright, that'll do it. I'm out of here. Talk to y'all later.